What does it mean to live authentically, to set a standard and make sure that you live up to it at all times? It's a challenge because there are so many things in this life, in this world, that will ask us to bend, that will ask us to compromise our standards in order to get something that we want. How do we not do that? How do we not compromise? Let's talk about that. Welcome to my journey of self-discovery, life balance, career success, and business creation. This podcast works to answer the question of how successful professionals like us stop drifting and get focused on keeping our careers and businesses growing rapidly while having a full, balanced, and vibrant life that we absolutely love. What we call the Third Power Life. And this is the Third Power Life podcast. So in my morning daily Stoic reading, it was talking about setting the standards and then using them. We go through our days responding and reacting, but it's rare to really pause and ask, is this thing I'm about to do consistent with what I believe? Or even better, is this the kind of thing the person I would like to be should do? And this is something that I have been challenged with over the last few months. And that is who I know myself to be and the standards that I have set for myself, for my personal honesty, for my who I believe I am, for the way that I work, for the way that I run an organization, for all of that. I have some very set, concrete expectations of myself, right? I have set standards that I follow. And yet, there's always this force, the world, whether you want to call it entropy or chaos or the way of corporate America or whatever, that's always asking you to compromise on that, to make gains. And the challenge is to not give in to that. Don't fall for the easy path. That's the path to drifting. It's not being a commander in your life. The easy way is rarely the good way. Because once you compromise a little bit here, it'll be that much easier to compromise again. And my honor does not allow that. It's just, no, I'm sorry. There are some things that are just non-negotiable, right? There are some things that aren't as important. We're sure, we can debate about methodologies and all of that, but the core of who you are. And if for a long time in my life, I didn't have set standards, right? It was just whatever I need to do to get ahead and to, whatever I will do. And, need me to mold my personality to fit you? Sure. I'll do that. Want me to come and save the day? Sure, I'll do that. Compromise my honor just a little bit to help you out? Okay, maybe, right? I didn't have set standards. I didn't have a set of guidelines that, yes, this is who I am. And I do now. I will not follow profit at all costs. I will not sacrifice people for short-term gain. I will not even, small dishonesties are not okay, right? That's who I am. So my admonition to you is, what are your standards? What are the standards you follow? I would write them down. What are my non-negotiables in life? And make sure that you live up to that. Because without that, not much, you're just going to drift through life, and it's not going to be a good thing. Our standards are non-negotiable, and we need to make sure that we are courageous enough to stick to them, even when external pressures, especially heavy external pressures, are pushing against it. So that's my message for today. Find your standards and live them well. What would the person that I would like to be do? That's the question that helps us live our lives to the third power. Till tomorrow, my friends. I'm glad you enjoyed this podcast. Please let us know what impacted you in today's episode. You can join our Discord or Facebook community to connect with like-minded people that want a real third power life. You can go to thirdpowerlife.com or look in the show notes for links. And remember, hit that like, subscribe, and rate button for the Third Power Life podcast. Until next time.